It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Dirty Birds, and it comes your way next.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing his starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
Play fake, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Mariota. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mariota's throw taken in by London. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on a field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Mariota now.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. Oh, good move. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And when your receiver is, say, 6'2" or taller, you get those big-body guys. They're made for those fades, aren't they?
They really are. It's the exact call you want. You nailed it. Big-body guys. Big catch radius. Put the ball up there.
Let them get it.
Yeah, put up on the top shelf where the kids can't go get it.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
To throw, Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Gould is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
So out come the Falcons now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons and Mariota
at their own 20-yard line. Now Mariota rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mariota to throw it. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's do this, man.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go, y'all. Got you, baby. Let's go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Mariota.
Got his man. It's London.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mariota again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Steps away to his left.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught, Jennings. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play action, Garoppolo.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at the 20. Mariota now.
Got Edwards now on the slant.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's go, man. That's right. Play a little aggressive, baby.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Mariota.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw again, Mariota.
Into the hands of London.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Patterson running between the tackles. Oh, nice move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now Mariota. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
6 sacks for Eric Armstead last season, his 7th with the San Francisco 49ers. As others have stepped in to help him with the pass rush, he's been able to make his presence felt in other ways with a new career high in overall tackles.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On the return is Williams. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now Mariota. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Atlanta.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
McLeod to return it. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Let's go. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. It's all right, Falcon. Come on now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run over center with Mitchell, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go. You ready to rock? Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Let's go. Put it down, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. Let's go.
Garoppolo on 1st down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Now Gold for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spanned 7 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 18. Mariota to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
working with a 2nd and 3.
Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mariota now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To the air again, Mariota.
It's Edwards again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota.
This pass is caught by London.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota, 15 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo now for the point after.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he is going to have the Niners first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.